Hi everyone, welcome back to another planning video. I will be recapping the week of May 29th and setting up and planning for the week of June 5th. So if you haven't caught my unboxing, but as well as the kind of part one of setting up the Genia binder, I'll link them below so that you can check that out, because for the last couple months I've been in my pink Franklin Covey Compact. So I moved into this Genia binder, and I will be doing an updated review on this once I've been in it for a while. So I've been officially in this for, I think this is going on day 4. Okay, and isn't it pretty? I never thought that I would really like the blue, but I'm loving the blue and the pink tones. Anyhow, so stay tuned for that. Get my task card out, which shows the order that I do, oh my gosh, I can't word today, that I do my weekly planning. Okay, so first up will be week recap. So let's do that. See how I did this week. I broke a nail, so then I had to cut all my nails, and they're chipping and stuff, so try to ignore that. I was so bummed. That happened yesterday. I was like, what? And it was like up to here. I could have cried. Okay. I still have this on Saturday. So let's do a quick flip of the week, shall we? So this is new. I made this with my laminator, and this is this month's Sterling ink kit, this vellum. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a tab, because I always struggle with getting to my dashboard, because I have my bookmark and my compass card in my daily, like where I am for the day, but then I'm always flipping to get to my weekly dashboard. So that's why I made this, and I love it. I love it. It takes up 0 bulk, and it's pretty, and it matches the binder. Okay, so here's my dashboard. I definitely will be migrating a lot of things. I did not have time to do a lot of these things. Okay. Entered stats there. Okay, so that's how I did. I'm gonna have to migrate that too. So that's how I did with my tasks for the week, and then my other things here, my top follow-up, work routines, personal routines, and then sharpen the saw. I did great with my deep breaths and my stretching, but not the other stuff. Here is my week at a glance with my time blocking. I pretty much followed this to a T. I may not have done the lead gen and the time blocked activities at those exact same times. So for example, here's Monday. I did my lead gen at noon, and I had it time blocked in here at 10, so I was a little bit delayed. I did a lot of calls that day, and we were at the cottage still, and we went home. Yeah, so our goal is to be here like Thursday to Monday for the summer, if at all possible, and then go home and do any in-person work things that's needed. So yeah, so then that took up a chunk of the afternoon there, driving there. And then here is Tuesday. So I did lead gen at 11:30, and I time blocked to do 10 o'clock every day. So lead gen at 10:30, and then I had a showing, and then my coaching call, and then physio. So we didn't get much CEO time in like I had planned, because showings came up. And then I had listing and a buyer appointment. So it was like a really busy week. So Monday, I had a great day for contacts. I generated 4 leads. I booked 2 appointments, sold 2 houses. So that was a busy day. And then on Tuesday, I booked another appointment, held 2 appointments, signed them on. So then my day just got booked up with my week got booked up with showings. And then I had a date with one of my best friends. And then here's Thursday, listing appointment, and then it was just getting ready to go running errands, and then we came up to the lake Thursday afternoon, and then we've been here since Thursday afternoon, and I did not do much in terms of work. Although yesterday we did put an offer in on a property, so that took up some of my day with negotiating and doing comparables and things like that, and like pricing strategy for the listing. Yeah, so that's how my week went. That's the thing with these pens, these fountain pens. They have a mind of their own. Okay. So let's check in here with my compass card. Deep breaths daily. I did that. So you can see here, deep breaths, I did really good with that. I made a point of doing my deep breaths every single day, sometimes more than once a day. Stretching daily, not so much. So 4 times. Neck and shoulder physio, I did not do. Bed by noon, no. Like it was between 12 and 1. Some nights were 12:30, but like actual 12. I'm getting there though. Like I'm getting closer, and I did not have time to work on my projector course. I might be able to later today. We'll see. I have not booked my June meeting. I'm gonna have to do that and plan for my meeting. I have not done that yet. I have not done my, so we got to get some CEO time in to get some of this stuff done. I got my summer birthday cards done and have not gotten my mileage done yet. And then my realtor role was to check on status certificates. So we did that, those firmed up, and then big lead gen and follow-up focus. Did that. I did not go and see a movie with my daughter. Our schedules could not align. And we did not do a family date. Myself, my husband, and my son, we went out for brunch this past week, but my daughter was working, so it's just coordinating all of our schedules. So I'm gonna want to reschedule that. I have not checked in with my sister. I will do that today, and I've texted with my dad a few times this week. Okay, and now let's check in with my numbers. So yeah, it was a good week. So the goal was 80 contacts and I did 45. So I missed that goal by 35, but leads, the goal was 3. I did 6, so I'm up ahead by 3. This week, appointments booked 4, the goal was 1, so plus 3. Held 4 appointments. I didn't have a goal for appointments held because I hadn't booked anything yet, so plus 4. And then same with contracts signed, no goal there. Signed on 3 new clients, plus 3, and then sold 2. The goal was 2, and so I'm glad those are done. And then here's the breakdown. And then as far as what worked, following my schedule, mainly focusing on the lead generation part. And then what didn't work, no time for rest. I was exhausted by Thursday. By the time we got here on Thursday night, I think it was late afternoon. Yeah, we drove to the lake, it was about 6:30, and then I just like crashed. Like we always walk to the water and, you know, breathe it in and all that kind of stuff, but like I just crashed. And then I felt much better by Friday, and then spent a lot of time at the beach. It was so hot this day. It was like 30 degrees, not windy. The water was so calm. It was just beautiful. I was in the sun for a few hours. We went out on the wave runner and had a great time. And then just took it easy. And then, yeah, so I was like, I was so tired because this was crazy busy with showings and going on appointments and things. One of the appointments I had booked was later at night. It was 8 o'clock because of they have a toddler, 3, like she's not quite 3. So they wanted me over when she was in bed and when I would have their undivided attention, but I didn't leave till 11:30 because it was such a great appointment and we just talked so much. So like I was so tired. Yeah, so no time for rest really. Exhausted by Thursday. Sharpen the saw. My sleep and the physio part still needs to be a focus. And then best use of my time, I did focus on being more present, and I was on social media a lot less through the day, which is my goal moving forward. Okay. And let's set my goals for next week. Oh, quarterly goals. Quarterly goals. To see how I set this up, like I said, I will link that video below if you guys would like to see that. And also if you missed my May recap video where I set my goals for June and recapped everything, I just posted that on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, so far it's only June 4th, but my goals for June are to set up Q3, so focusing on CMAs for past clients and nurtures. So that's something that I'm going to want to do. Let's grab my compass card, and I may as well get started on this for my... The only thing about this pen too is that the lid doesn't go on. Oops. All right. Okay, so CEO team leader role. So let's try and focus on, so I want to focus on past clients and nurtures. So let's try and do one CMA this week. And it doesn't matter if it's a past client or a nurture, I'll chat with Ryan about that. Systems and activities. So in terms of systems, want to get our buyer drip campaign done. And then activity. See where I am year to date for follow up versus cold call contacts. Okay, because in my May recap video, I put everything on here, but here's where I was for May. For database, I did 13 contacts, and for cold calls, 98. So I know my database, I didn't really focus on that in May. So that's a huge focus for me for June. So I want to go back and look through my inserts from January until April to see where I am for those, and then correspond with leads, right? It's important to know, based on my efforts in terms of what I'm doing to get business, where my leads are coming from. So I got 1 lead from my database this month in May, and then 4 from cold calls. Right, so 1 lead out of 13 contacts versus 4 out of 98, which makes sense because database leads are warmer than cold calls. But anyways, I just like to see the trends in there, so I want to figure out the beginning of the year, January till April, see where I'm at for that, because we are almost halfway through the year, and I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of what my goals were. And my goals were to do 1,500 contacts this year from my database and 700 from cold calls. So I need to check in and see where I'm at with that. Okay, oh, here I am. Okay, so I think that will be it for that. And then second goal is wellness. So coming back to my body and focusing more on not just being in my head so much, but paying attention to how what I'm doing is making me feel. So breath work and rest, daily journaling, movement that feels good. So I'm going to write daily journaling, because I mean, I do good at my journaling. I just got caught up on May, so May is all done. But today's the 4th of June, and look, so I have 1, 2, 3 days to catch up on already. So my goal is to be doing this daily so that I'm not playing catch up all the time. Because then when I have a couple days, I'm like, oh, I don't have the energy for that right now. But whereas if I just spend 10 minutes each day, that won't happen. Okay, and then my breath work, I'm going to continue with that. And then movement that feels good. I know I need to move my body on a daily basis. The more I am sedentary, it's not good for like my low back and pelvic floor. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna move my body, but listen to my body for movement. I'm not gonna indicate what kind of movement that's going to be, even though mentally I might think, like today, for example, I'm like, oh, I really want to do a dance class, but then I tuned in with my body. I'm like, no, I can only handle a half hour slow walk. And so that's what I did. Okay, so that's good. And then development, I just have one on there, which is finish my projector course. So let's see. So that's my projector course there. Hopefully I can get some of it done today, and then this coming week I want to be able to make time for that. Okay, so that those are my goals, my quarterly goals. And then my quarterly goals here, like for this quarter, is sleeping habits. I've got to make that top priority. Time blocking my top 20%. I'm doing really good with that. And then following my schedule, FaceTime with family. I'm going to do a FaceTime with my dad. We did a couple, not this past week, but the week before. So we're due to do another one. And then I got to do a FaceTime with my sister. Declutter my basement. Oh my gosh. That will get done one of these days. And then prioritizing self-care, which my sleeping habits and my physiotherapy, those are top 2. All right. So next up was reviewing my roles and doing my compass card, which I've kind of already done there. Here are my rolls and big rocks. So let's see if there's anything else I can add to this. All right, this looks full this week. All right, so sharpen the saw, my daily journaling, deep breaths daily, listen to my body for movement, spend some time on my projector course this week, sleep habits, and then my mindful app. So if you're familiar with the Apple Watch, you know that there is this mindful app where you can focus on a minute of breathing and the watch will vibrate. And it does this really cool kind of graphic. I'll just show you real quick. So as it opens, it tells you to inhale and it vibrates, and then you exhale. So every time you do an inhale, it vibrates. It's very calming. So even just doing that for 1 minute and then just focusing on relaxation and deep breathing, like just 1 minute, it's amazing the difference that it makes. So that's something I can do on the road. Let's say I have a quick minute in my car in between appointments or whatever, just open that up and sit in my car and just do that for 1 minute, just to recenter myself. I'm recognizing that that is something I'm missing. Okay, CEO and team leader role, complete 1 CMA this week. Get our buyer drip campaign set up in our CRM. Year to date, figure out my follow-up calls versus cold call contacts. See where I'm at with that, set goals accordingly, and then book my June meeting. My realtor roles, intentional days. Don't get lost in the doing. And I recognize that that's what happened this past week, that I was so caught up. And I'm type A personality, right? So when I'm in a groove, it's amazing what I can accomplish. And what's really cool about, if you're familiar with human design, being a projector, which is what I am, we can accomplish in, let's say, 3 or 4 hours what it takes other people a full day to do. And so, but it's so focused during that time that if we don't remember that when we are done accomplishing all the things, that we need to take a rest, whereas I can just get caught up in the doing and I will keep going. And based on my energy type, I am not supposed to do that because then I burn out. So that's what that means. Don't get lost in the doing. It's like, okay, take a look, check in with my planner. That's very important based on my tasks, everything I've written down. Okay, did I get all the top things done today? Yes. Now just take a break. And if there's more that needs to get done, I don't have to do it right now. Right? Okay. And then I really want to go and see The Little Mermaid with my daughter. So I'm going to send her a text and see what her schedule's like this week. See if we can schedule that in. FaceTime with my sister and my dad. Lots of goals this week. If I'm being intentional, I should be able to do it. Okay, so I pretty much did the rolls, big rocks, compass card, now month calendar. So it's only the 4th day of the month, so nothing has been added or changed. It's it looks like a pretty light month. It's very beginning of the week heavy and light here. Nothing has been scheduled yet. So yeah, this is all up to date. This is how my month calendar looks. We have 3 closings on Monday, and we've checked in with all of our clients, so everything is good to go. And then here is my master task list. So now what I'm going to do is check my master task list, transfer any tasks to this week, and schedule my week. So I'm going to take my inserts out, speed that part up, and then I'll walk you through it when I'm done. So I'm going to take a look at the master task list here for June and see if there's anything on here that I need to put in here. I'm very heavy here in my compass cards, so I'm not going to get too crazy. We will see. Okay, I will speed this part up. Okay, I am done. So I did my master task list, transfer tasks from there as well as from last week, and then I scheduled my week. So let's take a look through. So here's the weekly dashboard. I don't really have any top follow-ups this week. I was thinking about that, and I've just done like so much over the last week that I think I'm completely caught up. But anyhow, so my personal routines and sharpen the saw are here. So I'll be checking those off as I go. My time blocked schedule. And then my week, my compass card, complete, and my schedule. So I've got my top tasks so far. That will change and grow as the week goes on. So I'm now in my day on 1-page inserts, and I have to say I'm a little bit nervous because as this past week has gone on, like I've been using the right side for notes, so that's going to take a bit of an adjustment. As things get busy, I find I need more room for that, but I'll just use like my note pages. It's fine. I don't typically put notes in here that I need to keep forever. I put them in there just while I'm on the go, and then when I get home, I put them in my CRM. So it's not a huge deal. Okay, so here we go. Nice and easy. And nothing's really scheduled from Thursday until Sunday. It's all open, lots of white space. I do intend to work Monday through Thursday. I'm going to be doing my calls, lots of CEO time, so we can get our systems up and running. Even more. I mean, they are up and running, but like perfect them even more. And then I've just got my main appointments on Tuesday. I like it. And then I've got my goals in here. I realize I didn't do that. So I've got my goals in here for the week for my numbers. And I'm liking this day on 1 page because I like that this is on the right side instead of behind on the very end of the week. I like this because then it kind of feels like it's a part of the week. So that's my plan with me for the week of June the 5th. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to put this in here for Sunday because today is not over yet. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions at all. Happy to answer them. And I hope this video was helpful for you with your planning for the week, and that you are all set and ready to go, ready to rock and roll and take on the week and smash all of your goals. Just make sure you make time for yourself too. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.